Right, welcome back to the channel, guys. You're joining me as I've just dropped Eddie off at the airport to go on this massive adventure to Hong Kong, Thailand and Malaysia. But I've got to find somewhere now close to the airport to park up, so when Lindsay and the other boys fly in later on today, they'll be able to get to me easy enough. Okay, I found an area which is coach and minibus parking, and it's huge. There's loads of room. Just take a ticket, and it doesn't appear to be that expensive either. So I think this will be fine, but I'm not going to sit here all day. There's things I could be doing. I'm going to try and wash the van, try and do some shopping as well, and then I'll pop back here later, and I'll be just at the airport for them when they land tonight. Okay, in preparation for Linz and the boys coming this evening, I found a car wash nearby the airport, and the boys are giving it a good clean now, and they want 500 Turkish lira for doing that. So I think it's just over a tenner, so perfect. And they're doing a proper job too. Look at that, covering it with the snow foam. Fantastic. And there we go, nice and clean. Look at that, sparkling again, looking beautiful, and the attention to detail looks perfect. Right, that's the outside of the motorhome, nice and clean. I've got to do the inside, but first let's get some shopping. You'll know supermarket parking is usually the bane of my life, but I've just found a place just on the road right outside the supermarket. Perfect. Right, that's the shop done. I've got some fruit in there, some water, some bits and pieces, some yogurts, and a few drinks for the kids. Let me show you how I do this. First off, it is absolutely sweltering, so we're going to turn the aircon on and turn that up there like that. And normally there's one of us out here passing it into the other one there, but since it's just me today, I'm just going to load it up on the floor here out the trolley. Nice little beer to try. Plenty of Pepsi Max. And take the trolley back. Whew. Boy, it's so hot. Honestly, to be able to run that aircon on the batteries is just perfect. I don't think I'd do a trip to Morocco or to Turkey unless I got air conditioning. Right, that's everything put away in its place. Fridges are both stacked, and at least we've got some nice healthy things, fruits and yogurts and stuff like that for when she and the boys arrive later. Now I need to find a post office, because to pay the toll roads here, you need to do something in the post office. And we did try and do it the other day, but you need your driving license, you need your passport, you need everything. What a pain, just to be able to pay the tolls. So far we've driven through a few toll roads and we've racked up some charges, so we need to sort them before we leave the country, or we could be in trouble. So let's see if we can find a post office. One thing I haven't mentioned is you're going to see stray cats and stray dogs everywhere here. Paying these tolls are not proving to be easy. This post office here can't help me, but it did say I may be able to do it in a bank as well. So a post office or a bank. Right, there's not another bank or post office near me right now, and it's just 3:30 and they're not coming in until late this evening. So rather than sit in a car park at the airport for hours and editing, I think I'm going to head towards the seaside and find a nice little place to do a bit of editing before I move on to the airport car park later. And I've pulled up at the beach, and there's a lovely breeze coming through with all the windows open. But on the way here, I thought I'd check out arrivals to see if it was easy enough to get the motorhome down there and pick them up later. And actually, I don't know what I was worrying about. It looks fine. There's coaches in there and everything. So I'll go and grab them, and then we'll make our way to that car park to stay there the night. But it's quite nice here. It's lovely. Time to do a bit of video editing, I think. So this has been me this afternoon, sat here editing with a view out there of the beach. And having the doors and windows open has had a lovely breeze through. I haven't even needed the aircon, but I'm getting a little peckish. So I've got a couple of burgers in the air fryer and some rolls I bought the other day. Chopped a little cheese, some onion, Tommy ketchup and mayo.
Finally, we're in the taxi and on the way. We made it to the airport. The taxi was hotter than hell, his air conditioning wasn't working, so that's fun. It's still not cooled down yet. And we've made it, we're through security, but there's a 2-hour delay. It says estimated 2-hour delay, so it may be longer.
So Lynn's has just been in touch. Originally the flight was delayed 2 hours, now it's been cancelled. And they got no idea about rebooking another flight here because of the palaver with the systems at the minute. So needless to say, she's not very happy.
We should have taken off an hour ago, and we knew an hour before it was cancelled that it had been cancelled. Wizz Air have not been able to do anything at all. They've sent me a link so I can get my refund.
But on the good news, my burger's ready. And they're lamb burgers as well. Fantastic. Right, I'm just on the phone to Lynn's. and she's at the airport and she's pretty stressed, I'm sure you can understand, but she's trying to rebook the flights and it's coming out at thousands, and everyone's trying to rebook flights to get into Istanbul and the prices are rocketing. So I said, let's look at an alternative, because next we're heading to the west coast, and there's an airport there called Izmir Airport, and there are flights out of Stansted into Izmir. Now it's a 5-hour drive, and I was heading that way anyway when they get there. So this could kill two birds with one stone. I could make the drive there, they could fly in there, pick them up, and we'll start the holiday straight away, rather than picking them up from Istanbul and then having a big drive at the beginning of their holiday. So this could work out for the better. So Lindsay's frustratingly trying to book these flights at the airport right now to see if she can get into Izmir tomorrow. It's a good old 5.5 hour drive from me now. So I'm going to set off, because it's going to get dark in about an hour or so, and I'm going to do about an hour's drive and find a stop. I've got a stop earmarked just over an hour away, and that will break the back of the drive for tomorrow.
I've been sat here for the last hour trying to book new flights, which I've managed to do, but I've been for about 6 different flights and it's cancelled at the last stage on each time. Finally, I've got a flight tomorrow afternoon from Gatwick, so we're going to go and find a taxi and go home and have a shower because I am hot.
And she's finally got it booked. I think it was just over 1,700 quid. It kept going up and up and up. Started off at a few hundred. God, these airlines just take advantage of these situations. But there we are, she's flying from Gatwick to Izmir tomorrow, so I'm going to make my way there and pick them up from there now.
Thankfully we managed to book another flight, but man, it is hot, 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 and we're all really thirsty, so WH Smiths for the win. It is not going well. I tried to book us onto the bus to get home, because there's one that leaves in 5 minutes, but that's fully booked. So our next option is either to wait an hour or jump in a black cab. So we've done that. I can't tell you what a disaster these last 3 weeks have been. One thing after another after another. But we're going to go home and have a shower and just start again tomorrow. So the background behind me isn't the airport. No, we failed completely today in so many ways. We were supposed to be meeting Steve in Istanbul in another about 4 hours, and that's definitely not going to happen now.
Right, I've driven for about 2 hours. I got to 3 park-ups, none of them were suitable. They were all completely full. And I'm now on a motorway services, which I wouldn't normally do, but it's on park for night. It says it's fine, I feel comfortable here. There's plenty of other lorries around. So we're going to stay here the night, but I'm absolutely gutted because the new flights that Lindsay booked have been cancelled. This system that's gone wrong, that's thrown all the flights out of, it's ridiculous. So now she can't get here till Monday, and it's now Friday. So I've got another weekend without her. But there it is. It is what it is, guys. You're going to have to just put up with me for the rest of this vlog. I will head down to Izmir, where she's going to fly into, and I'll find somewhere there and settle down for the weekend and see what we can find. But it's 10 o'clock at night. I've just put the aircon on, 98% on the batteries. Let's see what that's showing in the morning. Good morning. Wow, I have been up for hours just sitting here editing the video, and I've just finished it. But that aircon I've had on all night, we're off grid, and it's down to 16%. So I put it on at 10 o'clock last night, and it's just after 10 o'clock now. And of course it's running the aircon and 2 fridges. We've really rinsed it now. So I need to get that engine running, or better still, find somewhere with electric for tonight to top these batteries up. As I've said before, it's all good and well having a big battery pack. It's like having a big bucket, but you've got to fill that bucket then, and that would take driving all day with sun and the engine, or maybe finding a campsite, finding somewhere for electric, plugging in and recharging these batteries, because I need this aircon. It's hot, it's down hot.
Okay, next update. I've spoken to my best friend and I've spoken to my sister and I've cancelled the taxi that I'd booked from our house to Gatwick. That was £120 it should have been, so I'm glad we didn't set off and then get the notification that the cancellation had failed. EasyJet for the win. 3 tickets with 3 boarding passes, ready for Monday. Fingers crossed we get there, because this is tough.
I truly am gutted Linz and the boys are not going to be here now till Monday. Absolutely gutted, but there it is. Let me show you where I stayed last night. There you go, just at a truck stop on the motorway. And there we are there. Nothing too picturesque, but it is just fine. After driving last night and failing to find a few stops on Park for Night, I was just happy to be able to park up here and sleep here. Right, I need to upload the video now. So let's see how my data is, or find somewhere on the Wi-Fi. Okay, we're exported and we're uploading, and there it is now. It's at 4%, so it's going quite well, and it is linked on my mobile. But before I get to that, because I'm sure you're wondering what data sim I'm using on it, quick recap on the Starlink situation. If you didn't catch it in the previous video, Starlink does not work in Turkey. They haven't agreed anything with the government yet. They're planning to this year, I understand. They're close to doing an agreement. So unfortunately it's not, and the plan just renewed the day before I came into Turkey. So what a waste of time and money that is, but never mind. So what am I using? I'm using Global Yo. It's an eSIM provider. You have to install an app, and it's a bit of a faff, but it works fine, and it's good value. They do plans like 10 gig for $7.99. This is dollars, by the way. 20 gig for $9.99. So that's probably the best value one. But they also do an unlimited for $7.99. Although it looks like it's capped to 20 gig anyway. So there it is. I'll link this in the description, guys, if you're interested. And they do eSIMs for all over the world, so it really is quite handy. But that's going to take a while now. It's going to rinse through the data, so I've added another top up on that. And a quick recap on my eye. The drops I got from the pharmacy, they seem to be doing better. I feel better this morning than I did woke up yesterday morning. However, still bright lights. And the brightness out there does hurt my eye a little, but it is getting better, hence the glasses on there. Anyway, right, let's hit the road. So I've just pulled over for a rest and a bit of lunch, and look at that bad boy we've knocked up. We've got chicken, chorizo, we've got tomato, lettuce and mayonnaise, and a lovely juicy bit of nectarine for dessert. Cheers. And quick check on the upload, 55%. Right, let's get back on the road. Okay, another top up has been made. I've got 76 litres in here, and it costs 3,482 Turkish lira, which is £82.26. So that's just 107 a litre again. Loving these prices. I'm not sure if this camera's picking it up, but can you see the ruts in the road? Incredible. I've just pulled over for a little drink, and look at that, it says upload complete. Right, I've got about an hour and a half to get to my destination. I'm gonna have a little break here. Oh, you see the aircon's on. I turn the aircon on every time I stop. And that's up to 40% now, that is. So it certainly won't be full when I get to my destination, but I understand they've got electric hookup for me, so that'll work. Okay, that right there, that amazing bridge right there, is the bridge I've just come across to get here. But unfortunately, they stung me 22 quid to come across that bridge. And it's not just that bridge. All the tolls have been absolutely rinsing me because I've got the tag axle here. It does not go in my favour. Cars are going way cheaper. I'm getting charged like a lorry. So yes, I'll try and work it out in the end to see how much they've had off me, but they've had my pants down. They've had a load of dough out of me on these toll roads for the last few days. Okay, this is a cracking place. They look a bit crackers, to be honest with you. And it's around about 5:30, and they're absolutely steaming drunk, but they seem a lot of fun. When I tried to pay him, he said, yeah, Raki. So I think I might get on with these guys here. Might be an interesting weekend here. I'll introduce you to them shortly, hopefully, if they want to be on camera. But I've managed to get electric. I don't know what they're charging yet, apart from Raki. It does say on Park for Night it's 150. I don't know if that includes electric or not. Look, the sheep. Whatever's going on there. Okay, been on a couple of beers already. But also, we got a Raki on the go here. And apparently, if I mix the water in it, look at that. Turns it to white. Cheers with the Raki. Cheers.
Go.
My man. Wow. I've got this interesting kind of meat pasty stuff wrapped in a lettuce leaf. They're certainly looking after me here. It's especially good with beer or Raki. And we also have some sardines. Some fresh sardines. Oh, they're good. They're good. I think I found the true Turkish hospitality here, so we may stay here for a couple of days. Wow, I've recorded nothing for you this afternoon and this evening. I've really just enjoyed the company of the locals and everyone at the bar there. It's been fantastic. They've supplied me with raki and what have you, and what lovely people they are. I feel so, you know what, people have been in the comments on the post I put on Instagram, Facebook, say, do I feel safe? I've never felt so safe. It's amazing. The people here are fantastic, just like they were in Morocco. I love Turkey. It is fantastic. Right, I'm gonna go to bed now. I've got a video to get live for you in the morning, so we'll catch you then. Good morning. Wow, what a night across there last night. There's a bunch of characters over there that made me feel very, very welcome, I've got to tell you. But I'm glad I only had to walk across the road to get to my van. Bit of a thick head after that recce last night, I must say. But I've been over this morning, I've had a shower, I've put a video live for you, seem to like that. And I think I'll go for a dip. I mean, it would be rude not to, the sea is just there. But first up, I've got some fish fingers in the air fryer. So I think I'll have a couple of fish finger butties for my lunch first. And there you go. I've even put a bit of lettuce in it. And washed down with a nice cold beer. Now I am missing Linz and the boys, but I'm making the most of my time here. Look at this here. How lucky am I to have this 360 view all around me. It really is fantastic here. There's a little bit of rubbish on the beach, but I can see beyond that too. It'd be such a good location. And of course, the bar is just across the way. So I've come to join the lads here, and they said, have a drink of what we're drinking. So I said, yeah, that looks all right, and it tastes all right. It's whiskey, vodka, and gin with fruit juice. Whiskey, vodka, and gin, all in one drug. Cocktail. Cheers. A boomerang cocktail. There it is. Cheers. Look, he's pouring it out this big bottle here. Look. Look at that. Cheers. Okay, so we've come for a walk down into town, and there's like a fairground thing here for kids, and then that goes into kind of a market where they're selling all kinds of giving clothes and housewares, food. Look at that. Huh? Kebab, my favourite. Well, I don't know what's going on over here, but they look happy enough. We need to try it. Thank you. Wow. We're good. Yeah. It's like a candy floss, but thicker. And they seem to do different flavour ones. We've got this one here, 150 lira. They are king of doing the sweets, aren't they? Jeez, look at all that. Little present for Linz and the boys when they get in tomorrow. So it's been awesome wandering around the markets here with the boys and being able to have them talk to the people for me and make sure I'm paying the right money. But we need to find them kebabs. Here's the sausage. Hey, look at this. Oh yeah, baby. They smell fantastic. Look at this. Oh. And look at that bad boy here. We need some of this bad boy. Okay, so there you go. Kebab meat has come wrapped in like a bitter bread thing. It certainly smells good.
You like salt?
That's perfect. Turkish street food, that's why I came here. The people and the food. And they brought me the pepper. Just perfect. And that kebab was awesome. And they got petty pushes here. Fantastic. Look at that. My favourite. Me, Linz and the boys spent many an hour in an arcade playing them. And they got the dodgems. Fantastic. No fun fest complete without the dodgems. And look at this old camper van here. Fantastic. Hey, my friend. Look at this. I like it. Good morning from the Boomerang Bar. What a wonderful weekend I've had. The owner and all the locals have made me feel so welcome here. It's been great. It's been fantastic. I went to pay this morning, wouldn't take any money. I'm like, I forced 600 to Turkish lira in his hand. He did not want to take any money at all. Lovely guys. So there it is. I'll put a link in the description to this stop, guys. Definitely want to come here. It really is a special place, and everyone was so friendly. Right, I'm going to hit the road now because I've got a 5-hour drive south to Izmir, where, fingers crossed, Lindsay and the boys will be flying in this evening.
Good morning. Flying to Turkey. Take 3.
Well, that was good timing. It looks like the ferry boat is just coming in. Perfect. Okay, just a heads up for you. In Croatia, you go ahead and buy a ticket when you're in the queue. You take a walk up to the front, buy a ticket at the office, and then get back in your car. So I've just gone up there to see if that's the same here, and it isn't. So you buy your ticket as you go on. So just a heads up for you. The ramp looks a little tight there, so I've put it into ferry mode. Drop the front, lift the rear. Hopefully we'll not bottom out. Okay, I've been charged 390 Turkish lira for the ferry, which is £9.21. Way cheaper than the 22 quid to cross the bridge the other day. After a short journey across the Dardanelles Strait, the ferry docked and we fought to depart. I soon got on the road for a long drive south where I came across some interesting vehicles along the way.
Second time in and feeling quite good about being back here. That was a really quick journey in the car. Right, we've been here an hour and the board is still saying that we're going on time. We're just waiting for our gate to be announced. Oh my goodness, there's just been an announcement. We're going to be an hour and 20 minutes late taking off. Could this get any longer?
Eventually.
Right, I've made it to Izmir. Goodness, is it hot. And the drive through Izmir was manic. God, it is such a busy city. I stopped off on the way to get some chemical for the loo and another one of these because they had left one at a campsite about a week ago. So we've got our spare back now. Lindsay sent me these photos just before she took off. So they're in the air and they are going to land around about 8 o'clock. So I'm going to go and collect them from the airport then and bring them back here, which is about 15 minutes from the airport. It's a free stop. There are services, got toilets, there is water. So this will do for tonight, getting back here late. Actually, there's a nice bit of shade with the trees as well. So that works. Right, we get some dinner and do the last bit of tidying up and cleaning so it's spick and span when she gets here. These guys here are from Portugal and they've been on the road for 2 years. And he pulled up next to the van and he said, "Ah, Radford." And he recognised me. How about that? Apparently from our videos in France and Spain and Portugal. So that was bizarre to meet someone from Portugal that recognised me out here. Brilliant, fantastic. I had a good chat with them and they've given us some, as if I haven't got enough places that I want to look at, they've given me even more places to look at. So we've got a busy schedule here in Turkey. Right, let's head to the airport and pick them up. Okay, it's 15 minutes to the airport, really quick. I've driven through arrivals, looks no problem, but I can't be stopping there really, so I've driven back outside. I know they've landed. Her eSIM started working. She's messaged me. As soon as she's through passport control, I'll pull in and pick them up. I'm really excited.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
They took a while going through passports, but I've just had the message. They're through. And here they are. Yay! Yay, boys! Get in! Yes, man. And here she is.
Hurrah! Oh my gosh, what an epic 3-day journey. Let's see how we get settling and we'll see you on the next one.